The 1st of October in the year of our Lord 1178 dawns cool and clear over the rolling fields of Armagnac. The morning sun spills its golden light across the modest estate of the de Batz family, warming the stone walls and the sparse vineyards that mark the land of a noble house whose wealth has long been measured in honor rather than coin. Here stands Karl de Batz, 18 years of age, the only son of Yves de Batz, a retired soldier who once fought against the Plantagenets under the Count Bernat of Comminges. His mother, Maria, was lost to childbirth when he was but 3, leaving only fleeting memories, her warmth, her scent, the vague shape of her presence. His father, a man of duty and quiet strength, never remarried. He set aside his sword earlier than he might have, not for weakness, but to raise his only son, to mold him into a man worthy of their house's words, courage through honor. Karl's has lived by this creed, as much out of instinct as instruction. He grew up a fighter, scrapping with boys who saw him as the poor noble's son, laughing loudest among his friends, always eager for a challenge, reckless, impatient, but never cowardly. At 9, his father secured him a place at the barony of Saint-Bertrand, where the Count of Comminges himself holds court. There, Karl's honed his skill with a blade, his natural athleticism forged into discipline through years of rigorous training. He studied not only swordsmanship but the art of warfare in the rugged hills and mountains of Gascony, learning to read the land as a soldier must. His talent did not go unnoticed. Few at court would dispute that he is among the finest swordsmen of his age. At 14, he was made squire to Fortunaire de Comminges, the 3rd son of the Count. Fortunaire is a difficult man, arrogant, zealous, and changeable in mood, but Karl's has served him faithfully. It is not always easy, but duty is rarely kind to those who embrace it fully. Now, for the first time in many years, duty has given way to something more personal. A letter arrived weeks ago from the only servant left at his father's house. Yves de Batz had fallen ill. The Count Bernat granted Karl's leave, and he rode home without hesitation, crossing the miles between Saint-Bertrand and Armagnac in haste. The illness, mercifully, was not grave. His father has regained his strength, and in the past weeks, they have spoken as father and son, not merely as a retired soldier and the young man set to carry on his name. They have hunted together, laughed together, and for a brief time, Karl's has remembered what it is to be a son, not just a squire, not just an ambitious young knight in training seeking his place in the world. But the world does not wait.
The road calls again. The crisp October air bites with a chill as the sun rises, painting the sky in hues of apricot and rose. A thin mist clings to the valley surrounding the modest de Batz estate, clinging to the low-lying brush like a shroud. Within the small stone house, the air is thick with the scent of wood smoke and simmering stew, a stark contrast to the damp chill outside. Karl de Batz, 18 years of age, but bearing the weight of responsibilities far beyond his years, stands tall and strong, his youthful frame honed by years of training. His yellow and blue colors, muted but present in his simple tunic, speak of a lineage more significant in spirit than in wealth. His father, Yves, sits by the hearth, his face etched with the lines of age and hardship, but his eyes still burn with a fierce pride. The recent illness has left him gaunt, yet his bearing retains a military stiffness, a testament to a lifetime spent in service. The silence between father and son is not awkward, but imbued with the unspoken understanding forged in shared experiences and a deep familial bond. The scent of wood smoke mingles with the fainter, almost imperceptible aroma of leather and horse, clinging to Karl's clothes, a lingering reminder of their recent hunting expeditions. Yves, his voice raspy yet firm, breaks the quiet. "This parting pains me, Karls, but the duty of a de Batz is not confined to hearth and home. Remember, courage through honor." His hand rests heavily on his son's shoulder. the touch conveying a lifetime of love and unspoken expectations. Karl's, his own emotions restrained but visible in the tightening of his jaw, and the slight tremor in his hand as he grasps his father's, replies, "I will not forget, Father. The name de Batz will not be tarnished under my watch." His voice, though youthful, possesses the steely resonance of a man who has already tasted the bitterness of loss and the sharp edge of responsibility. The memory of his mother, a fleeting image of warmth and scent lost to time, flashes in his mind, fueling his resolve. He knows his father's gaze is lingering on the ancestral colors of their tunic, and that it brings his father comfort that his son will not let down their family. He is proud to represent the colors of his family's history. The sounds of the departing preparations are quiet but insistent. The rhythmic clink of metal against leather as Karl's checks his saddlebags, the soft whinny of his restless horse outside. A melancholic tune, played softly on a distant flute, drifts from the village beyond the estate, underlining the bittersweet quality of their farewell. The sun climbs higher, casting long shadows across the valley as the young man prepares to leave. A de Batz riding forth to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The weight of legacy and the memory of his father's words, riding with him. The journey to Comminges begins.